Hi there, Gon here. This episode is rated adults only according to the ASRB, Peggy 18 according to Peggy, and rated Z according to Zero, so beware. Discretion has been advised. Oh, what is that? Oh yeah, useless, says everyone. The rating system in video games is a concept that exists since the mid-90s. Whatever is Peggy, the ASRB, or the bunch of other rating systems that are on the globe that appear on every game case ever that released after 1994. Books that gave Smash Bros a T rating. When it was introduced, it was only fear, but now it's just another symbol in the left down corner. This all started in 1992 when Night Trap released on the Sega CD and Mortal Kombat was ported to home consoles such as the Sega Genesis or the SNES. This enraged parents that bought these games for their kids and didn't know that was a game full of gore. The US government quickly took notice and a congressional hearing happened revolving mainly those two titles. Mortal Kombat was heavily censored in the SNES and looked far superior than the Genesis version. But this one had blood. Entering a specific code on the Genesis version unlocked the gore mode, and that's where everyone blamed video games for turning the children into serial killers. Night Trap, it's just stupid. This is the most talked scene when men in black are using a toy on a girl's neck. What? And this hearing was basically Nintendo obliterating Sega. Nintendo were like the good guys in this situation, saying that gore and Night Trap would never ever been in a Nintendo console.
And let me say that for the record, I want to state that Night Trap will never appear on a Nintendo system.
That sentence aged like milk. I also didn't like that they were saying that Night Trap was the most stupid thing, but this was basically a bunch of parents that didn't understand games, talking about games, so there's no doubt about that. This hearing was actually kinda dumb. They were also blaming Sega's blue gun because it's a deadly weapon. Do you actually think that some kid would run into a Toys R Us asking for a Tommy gun? No!
You've established to make a game that puts this in the hand of a child and rewards his skill at shooting at the television screen. And the characters in it, including, as Senator Cole said, innocent bystanders who when hit are pumped back and bleed.
And there was also another hearing that this time included Doom, and that makes sense, the game is extremely violent and gory, so there's no excuse there. In a day or another this was gonna happen. Video games were becoming so damn realistic in the Atari it's just pixels running around the screen, but the Sega Genesis, that's certainly blood. Sega had their own rating system as well. GA was appropriate for all audiences, MA13 was parental discretion advised, and MA17 not appropriate for minors. But the thing is, no one actually gave a fuck about Sega's rating system, and that's why the ASRB was created. You had early childhood for the little kids, mostly toddlers, kids to adults, teen, mature, and adults only. I really like these ASRB symbols. They remind me of the N64 and that big fat K slapped into Mario Party's box. Then shortly after they got a revision and kids to adults turned into E for everyone, and then E10+ was introduced too. But what do that letters mean? EC is for enjoy crap, E is for emotionless, T is for trash, M is for Muslim, AO is for anal only. Now that we understand what the letters mean, let's understand why they exist and why are used. Early childhood is just that games that are really for small children. This rating is one of the rare out there. Finding console games with this rating is not easy. This was more for PC games. For example, all Blue's Clues games released in the early 2000s, and also amazing learning games with Rayman, because Rayman wasn't childier enough. But in 2018, because of the lack of games with this rating, early childhood was discontinued and it was for the best. E for Everyone is the one that should be used for these kinds of games. To be honest, it was an useless rating. E for Everyone is self-explanatory. By far the most common rating is E. Party games, licensed games, Lego games, Animal Crossing, The Cat in the Hat for the PS2, it has variety. E10 Plus is basically kids games but buffed and edgy. Smash Ultimate, Kingdom Hearts, Zelda, Skylander for some reason. Kirby games also get this rating. Why is this that way it is? Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, that was the first E10 Plus game rated planet. Beware everyone, Donkey Kong is going bananas. T14 is also a very common one to find games such as Ratchet & Clank, the early Smash Bros games, Infamous, Fortnite, and then we have The Incredibles and Shrek the video game. I can't believe that Infamous and the Shrek game have the same rating. M-rated games are games that appear more on the PlayStation and Xbox more than a Nintendo system. Games like Call of War, Dark Souls, Doom, Halo, Watch Dogs, Persona 5, Conker's Bad Fur Day, and so much M-rated games are out there. But the rarest ESRB rating ever is adults only. These are the games that only are available for adults. These are the games that never release on consoles, so there's no way to play Lula 3D on your Nintendo Switch. Nope, these are all PC games that can't be sold on any eShop or PlayStation Store of all things. But that's because all games are mostly porn. But interesting enough, there's a particular famous game that nowadays is rated M, but in some point of time was rated AO, and that's Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Yep, that's right, GTA San Andreas was rated AO in some point of time. It's because there was a very adult scene that was only accessible by hacking the game, and then the ESRB quickly took notice and changed to AO and was pulled off store shelves. And then it was re-released without that scene. Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion was also rated adults only before releasing because way too porn and dirty stuff and also violence. We mention sex, but we sometimes forget violence. But that's the thing that happens sometimes. Games before releasing change ratings. I think that was Harvest Moonlight of Hope that started with a T rating but then became a E10 Plus out of nowhere. But I'm talking about the ESRB much, but I also should mention PEGI. PEGI is the Europe equivalent to the ESRB. It was founded in 2003 in Europe. This one is more straightforward, but it has some ratings that don't make any sense. PEGI 3, 4, 6, 7, 11, 12, 15, 16 and 18, why so much? But then it changed to just be PEGI 3, 7, 12, 16 and 18. Thank God. I just don't understand why we need 9 ratings on a video game. Seriously, why do so much? Zero was founded in 2002 and is the Japanese equivalent to the ESRB. At first, they were like PEGI. We had the symbols that I can't read, but it's probably for everyone, 12, 15 and 18. Now, they changed it to letters instead of numbers. Now it's A, B, C, D and Z. The Z rating scares me. I also would like to mention the ACP, Class Int, USK, and also a new Chinese rating system that was tested in December of last year, but it will become its own thing someday. Slovakia has a bear rating, and that's some of the rating systems that we have in some countries. Nowadays I don't know who cares about the rating systems, it's just some junk slapped to the game case and also what appears at the beginning of a trailer. A kid can easily buy an adults only game on PC or something like that. Rating systems don't receive attention anymore, but here's the thing to protest. The international rating system is copying PEGI's rating. Join me and we can defeat a greater evil.